Hello, 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 folks. Thank you all for joining us for another Good Ohm Boys Live, and I didn't mute my stream. My apologies. There we go. I am not on the ball today, am I? Just not on the ball. So, we got your two hosts here, me, Lethal Coils, and our good friend, Stevie Dilligaff Porter. How you doing, Stevie?
Ladies and gents.
How you doing today there, Mr. Stevie?
Ask me in about another hour. Wake up. I don't know what's me up with it. This weekend. All I've wanted to do is just sleep. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Had a bad week, hard week.
Yeah. Just it's been pretty busy at work, so I've had a lot on this week. But just for some reason this weekend, I just cannot seem to keep my damn eyes open. But apart from that, how are things with you, my good friend?
Things are getting there. Things have been stressful this week, that's for sure. What between the internet issues that I've been having, plus life stuff here at the house, and the depression and whatnot, that's been getting to me too. But I'm here, I'm breathing, so we're doing all right.
Yeah.
So why don't we go over what we've been vaping on? If you're not ready, I can go first.
On you go.
Me go?
Yeah.
All right. First up, we've got the Rigmods V3 Punisher series with the Kennedy 24 on top there. There we go. We've got the Drag, as usual, with the Hellbeast tank running that mouth along with the Aspire 0.7 coil in there. Got 24 milligram Nick salts of a cannoli juice from Mr. Salty. Then we've got the Dot Mod Dot Box 300 watt LiPo battery. We've got the Dead Rabbit RTA on top there with that nice matchy dual color drip tip on top. And finally, we've got the overpowered 21700 stack mod with the Twisted Messes TM24 Pro. And we've got some Blackberry Jam Monster. We've got some Sad Boy Strawberry Jam Cookie. And we've also got Sad Boy Blueberry Jam Cookie as well that we're running.
Very nice.
And they are very, very nice juices. Definitely going to be coming up for review, that's for sure. So that's what I've got on. I've got kind of a short list today in comparison to other days.
Yeah, I'm still trying to mess about with this damn thing.
All right. Well, while you mess about with that, I'm going to go ahead and go through chat. We'll come back to you. And we'll say hello to all these lovely, lovely people that have joined us today.
Sorry guys, just to butt in. Sorry guys, yet again we're kind of totally unorganised. But we'll get there,
Oh, Manic Stereo, Jason Carruthers, what's going on, guys? We got Mr. Chris Doyle, one of our spanners. Saint Cunty McFuckoff, how are you, buddy? Village Vapor, Ronnie Campbell is in. Vaping Irish, what's going on? Jules Mama Vapes is in the house. We've got Mike TVA, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Vaping with CJ, Vaping with Mobros in. Mr. Har2K Andy, how are you, my friend? Missy Adams, big love to you, my dear. And it looks to be like that's the end of our list. So hello to everybody. Hello, Nightbot. What's going on, baby?
Nice. I'm sounding a bit tinny.
You're sounding a bit tinny.
Yeah.
Let me see if...
Oh, holy.
How does that work? Is that...
There's a nuke just went off in my fucking lap there. Sorry about that.
Oh, jeez. No worries. No worries. So, yeah, big love to everybody in chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to let Mr. Stevie finish his...
I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Oh, that was just enough time then.
Right, okay, we're going through the buffet yet again.
Vaping with TC. Sorry I missed you, brother. I swear to God I hit you.
Huh?
I guess I missed saying hello to Vaping with TC. So big love, TC. Sorry I missed you.
Oh, and something else just to say. Mod the jails.
No, it's still the same.
Just to wing them up a little bit. I'm on the Keen with the Ardent on top, and in that I have Kinky Vapors, Tingly Lemon Sherbet, and Spanking Strawberries in that one.
Ooh.
And if you're all wondering what I was actually tinkering about with under the desk, it wasn't anything naughty. I was trying to get this damn thing together. The Overpowered kit, and in that I have Wine with the Ice from Chef's.
1 second, Stevie. I'm trying to hear what everybody else is hearing on the stream real quick. Talk. Go ahead and talk.
Still sounding a little
Talk. Go ahead and talk. Oh, you're very soft.
very soft. Hold on.
Oh no, I can handle that.
I'll bring that mic a little bit closer as well.
All right, cool. So how's that, guys? Does that sound a little bit better? I'm clipping, however. My mic is up a little too loud.
Is that
There we
better,
go.
guys? Does that sound a bit better?
I hope so. Echo, echo, echo. That's because I had my stream unmuted. Peachy now. Beautiful. Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful, beautiful.
Perfect. Right. I carry on now, yeah.
No, that was it for me.
Right. Okay.
I just had to touch on that. You were going through your buffet.
Yeah, I'm also on the G class with the FP on top, and in that I have Captain's Custard Lemon Curd. I have the UL Block Kit, and in that I have Strawberry Vapetto from Chef's.
How you getting on with that, Blocks?
The mod itself's not too bad. The Nunchaku RDA on top, it's very airy. Very, very airy. But that is what it is, I suppose. I mean, it's not a problem. I can always change the RDA. That's not an issue. But
yeah.
I think these batteries need changed as well. They're a bit flat by the looks of it. Last but not least, I'm on the V sticking with the Easy EDA on top. Jules is testing this at the moment as well, so I've just pinched it. And in that I have Drip Dab Lemon Sherbet.
Very nice.
And that is me. All done.
That is you. All done. Well, very nice setups there. So, yeah, what are we going to talk about? We can talk about that abortion law that just got passed in Alabama. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to talk about that. Turn myself up a bit now. All right, how's that? Is that better? Hopefully we're all peachy now. You know what? Let me move my mic a little closer. This is going to be... All right, cool. Beautiful. I love to hear that. So we've got everything squared on the stream. Finally. We're still ironing out the kinks. That's it. Ironing out kinks. Let's do question time. Guys, do you guys have any questions in chat? By all means, throw them out, and we'll answer those for you as best we can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think question time is a good one.
Yeah, and just remember, I'm a dumbass, so... I may plead the fifth on quite a few.
There's a game we can play while we're waiting for questions. And I know we played, on a different show, I played Murder, Fuck, Kill. But we're not going to do that one today. I was thinking, take it or leave it. And guys, you guys can go ahead and contribute to this as well. You guys can participate. Give us something out there. Oh. 1 second. I actually... So, say for instance, the Voopoo Drag, for example. Take it or leave it.
Take it, because I've got two of them sitting up there.
Like those ones. I'd have to take it too, to be honest with you. I'd have to take it.
I know all the shit that's went on with, boycott of Voopoo and stuff like that, but they can't take it away from. They do make good gear.
Yeah. Can I approve that? No, I can't approve that. Damn it. He just sent me a link in the chat to a... What is this? cheerleader. 3 teens accused of killing a student over $25 of vaping products. An 18-year-old student was shot outside his home in Centennial, and investigators believe he was targeted for robbery by a cheerleader and 3 other teens because he sold vaping products. Oh my.
What the hell's going on in the world?
I have no idea. Probable cause statement from the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says Lloyd Chavez was known to sell vaping products, and a cheerleader set up the meeting that ended with the deadly shooting. Prosecutors say the teens face charges in district court. Oh my goodness. How old was this kid? 17? No, 17-year-old was the cheerleader. That's crazy, dude. I have no idea. What do you think? This says something about Juul. When deputies spoke to Kenneth Gallegos, who was one of the boys that night, his mother told investigators her son said he believed he was addicted to Juul pods. And so I guess they're trying, maybe their thought process was that this kid was responsible for his addiction to Juul pods. Potentially. It's just stupid. Yeah, that's...
And is that a genuine news story? Is it genuine or is it a fabricated one? Do we know that yet?
Let me see what the page is. It's CBS. It's it's a broadcasting network here in the U.S. And yeah, that's a pretty well-known network, CBS. It's up there with NBC, ABC. So yeah, I could say that that's probably a valid article.
I don't even know how to answer that one, to be honest. That's kind of...
So Serrano is the cheerleader, correct? Yes. Julie Serrano was the cheerleader, and she admitted going into Chavez's house to buy vaping products from him. She said that there were 2 other males in the car, and that there was a struggle. They took the money and the vape products and left. That's sad. That's really sad that has to happen. So apparently they were just trying to feed their addiction. Their addiction.
Yeah. Why is it all of a sudden became an addiction? I mean, that's just more fucking ammunition for the
FDA
government, isn't it?
Yep, that's going to cause a lot of problems. That's going to cause huge, huge problems. What was the date on that article? That was, holy Christ, 3 days ago, on May 16th. I don't know. What do I think? It's ridiculous. The world has become a very dark place, and people do things for very, very dark reasons. Oh, it was on CBBC as well. Okay. No, it was probably not CBD. It was Juul stuff, is what they said. Yeah, we all know that there's a Juul epidemic, that they call it. It's no lie that Juul has been very popular amongst the youth vaping community, which they shouldn't be, and they shouldn't even have these products. But I think we can all agree that they're very, very popular among the younger crowd. And so, yeah, people like him, he was probably bringing product with him and selling it in schools. You know, it sucks that he had to die over it. It sucks that these people were so out of their head and had no concern about taking someone else's life over cheap money vape products.
Yeah,
You know,
$25 worth.
yeah, that's a very sad day. I don't know what to say about that. I'm kind of just taken aback by it. You know, you've got people like me and you who are just very positive people, you know, and want to help out other people. And then you've got other people like them who they're so self-consumed, they have no consideration for someone else's life. You know, they're so worried about their own problems. It's bad. That's bad. So, moving on from that, because we're not going to spend the whole time sitting talking about.
Yeah, but then it also always beggars a question: where the fuck did they get the gun from?
Exactly. And honestly, if you have a kid that's dealing with depression and stuff like that, I don't feel like the parents should be having guns in the houses. You know, so he obviously had access to a gun somehow, and I think that most of the time it's because parents have them lying around their house. You know, kids, I don't know, they can get hold of stuff that we wish they wouldn't. Flat Cap Vapor, what's going on, my man? Big love to you, brother. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else could we take it or leave it? Do you guys have any suggestions for a take it or leave it? Let's do this. Again, don't forget, guys, throw your questions out into chat, and we'll bring them up. TC says people are sad bastards. There's fuck all reason for this shit to happen. Cunts like that need to be brought together and fucking shot. Well, if that were the case, bro, we'd be just like them. I think that there would be another way to do it than shooting them, but I definitely think that prison is a place that they should be. Vaping Irish says, look, I've been addicted to nicotine a long time, as I've been in a situation where I couldn't afford it. I've never felt the need to steal it. Wasn't the nicotine, it was the money. Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I read it.
Yep. Smock Alien, take it or leave it. Leave it.
Never had one, so I can't really comment.
I'm going to say leave it. A primary reason, I don't vape Smock products. Just that's that simple. See, Jules says pods. Lady Louisiana, my love, how are you? Jules Mama Vapes says pods, take it or leave it. See, that's where it gets a little iffy. Sometimes
I'm going to say take it for the reason what they were actually designed for. Not bringing into the whole epidemic, or I'll rephrase that, the so-called US epidemic, which is a load of bullshit, as we know.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, I believe pods are a great thing. They do what they're supposed to do. Look how many people have bought the cheap, nasty little pen-style stick kits from the local convenience store or the local fucking garage or whatever. They fill them with juice, put their coil on, fill it with juice. 2 minutes later, it just dumps juice all over the place.
Yeah.
Pods are a great thing. Take the pod out, fill it with juice, pop it back in, and you're set to go.
Yeah, I have to say take it. But here's where the confusion sets in, is it depends on what device. If we're talking like the Orion, I'd have to say I've never tried one, but I'd take it. You know, I would definitely try an Orion DNA. If we're talking about the Smock Nord, that is like the only Smock product that I actually vape on. And I do like it. It's a good device. So I would take that one as well. If it came down to like the Sorin Drop or the Rolo Badge from Smock, I'd have to say leave it. I would have to say leave it. We got another one. Colorants and e-liquids. Take it or leave it. Yeah. I don't really care for mine. Well, mine's broken now, but my wife still has one. Colorants, leave it. Exactly that reason, Irish. They don't need to be adding extra shit like that into juices. You've got your primary ingredients, 4 primary ingredients: flavor concentrates, VG, PG, and nicotine. That's all that needs to be in there.
But the only reason they put colorant into it is to catch the eye of the end user. That's the only reason. If you get into a vape store and you're looking along the shelves, you see something that's brightly coloured, you're going to go, "Oh, that looks really nice," as opposed to everything else that's got clear liquid in it.
Yeah.
That's personally, that's why they do it.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a valid argument. Definitely.
The thing is, as well, I mean, even if you buy that that colour, just depending on when you're going to use it, are you going to use it straight away, or are you going to leave it for another few months sitting on the shelf?
Right.
That colour will change anyway. I mean, look.
Well, yeah, when it steeps, steeping it.
Chris.
Yeah.
Look at those 3 bottles up there. They've only been steeping for a matter of weeks.
And they were probably around clearish color when you put them up there.
Yep.
So the longer a juice steeps, the darker it's going to get. Absolutely.
Especially with nicotine. And why put colorant in it? I don't get it. But as I say, I think it's just to catch the user's eye, to be perfectly honest. It's like yourself. You and I are both anglers. You walk into a fishing store, especially when you're looking at lures and things. Yeah, I know you've done it. I knew you would do something like that. But you walk into a shop, you see everything's all brightly coloured. I mean, even for people buying clothes, there's clothes and things like that as well. You're going to go for something that's going to catch your eye. And what is going to catch your eye in a vape shop is coloured liquid.
Yep. It's like me. I buy a lot of like topwater frogs, like the plastic little rubber frogs. But I'd be lying if I told you that probably 80% of the ones that I have aren't very brightly colored. I've got yellow with black spots. I've got, oranges and bright greens. It really does attract the eye of the end user.
It doesn't so much attract. It doesn't so much attract the fish. It's attracting the person who's buying it.
Yep. So, actually, that's a good topic to go on. You and I had talked about that a little bit yesterday about fishing and angling, and now you use pretty much the same equipment that I do when it comes to my bass fishing. Obviously, like you said yesterday, you guys don't have bass over there, but you guys have other stuff like the perch. What else do you guys have over there for fish? For freshwater, rather.
Northern pike, tench, carp, perch, obviously, roach, ide. There's loads. There's absolutely loads.
Yeah, those northern pike, man, they're no joke, man. They've got some teeth for days.
I have been on the receiving end of a few of them, to be honest.
Oh.
The thing is, you have sea bass where Mo lives, but freshwater bass.
Yeah, no. Yep. So you probably got stripers. You probably got striped bass out there. See, it's funny because I caught the baby of the northern pike yesterday. I went out fishing for a little while. I caught a pickerel. Yep. Right. Just a little bit baby one. And for the first time ever, I actually grabbed it up without gloves because I don't want those teeth getting me. And I was very, very careful, but I would be a liar if I said I wasn't a little worried about my left hand while I was trying to pull that hook out of his mouth.
You're all right. As long as you know how to handle them, they're actually perfectly safe. Just going through the gills. Just watch you don't damage the gill rakers. Just going through the gills, clamp your thumb down on the jaw, open the mouth up, take your hooks out.
See, I've never stuck my thumb through the gills because I've pretty much only caught bass. And bass, as you might know, because I think you went bass fishing when you were in the States, weren't you?
No, I never had the chance to go fishing.
They don't have their teeth are like, it's like sandpaper. It's nothing. So I just reach in, put my thumb right behind the jaw, and I just kind of hold them there by their jaw. And, but yeah, it's brown trout and rainbow trout are out there too. Very nice. I've never been trout fishing, to be fair.
You take it the other side of game fishing, you've also got salmon as well.
Yep, you got salmon. Absolutely. Sod pike catch a zander. What's a zander?
A zander is what they actually term it over here as a pike perch or a perch pike. It's
a hybrid.
No, it's not actually. It's a species on its own right.
Oh.
But it's a lot shorter than a pike, bigger than a perch, but
wow.
Primarily they are nocturnal feeders, to be honest.
Night fishing.
They give you a good scrap. But Jules Mama's put another question in. Nick salts, take it or leave it?
Personally, depends on the Nick salts. But I'd say take them. They do serve a purpose. You know, just like you were saying, they do serve a purpose for those people on the go in their pod systems or in their mouth-to-lung tanks. You know, if they're at work, that could be their daily beater, and they may not have the time to, you know, really vape like you and I do. You know what I mean? So, like my buddy, for example, he does industrial bridge construction. And so he has to leave his vape in his truck. He's running a jackhammer for 8 to 12 hours a night. And so he can only take a couple of rips and then he's got to go back to work. So, yeah, if they're pod salts, I'd take them. If they're Nick salt based e-liquid rather than pod salts, then I'd have to leave them. I don't use those.
I don't use them either, but I think they are a good idea. And I think they work more so for new vapors who have just come off the cigarettes, who at times, I've got two guys that I work with, and Jules kindly gave me two little disposable pod salt devices.
Right.
And I gave them to these two lads, and they said, you know what, this is absolutely great. I can feel more of the throat hit, because they've bought the little pen devices from the local shop, and you know what they're like. And they're loving them. They think they're absolutely fantastic. And the great thing that I find with that, speaking to these guys, is when they wake up in the morning, they're reaching for those to get their hit of nicotine. And because it's a higher concentration, a higher percentage of nicotine, they're getting their hit straight away. So they're using them in the morning. It's vaping, ordinary vaping mods during the day, and then at night time before they go to their bed, they're hitting the pod salts again before they go to bed. So they're getting a fine balance in between. So yeah, no.
And that's the thing. You need a balance, because there are some people that can't do the balance thing. And something that I was watching a couple of shows over the past week, and something that I came across during one of the live shows I was watching, they were talking about salts and how they do have an addictive personality, to an addictive quality to them, in the sense that they perform differently than the nicotine in a freebase e-liquid, where it adheres to the cells somehow. And so you'll start taking some rips off your mouth to lung, for example. And for the first few times, it's great. You get that nice throat hit. But eventually, that throat hit's not going to be there. So you're going to need something stronger. You're going to need stronger Nick salts, and you're going to have to keep chiefing on it to get that nicotine level that you're looking for. So it does have an addictive quality to it in a sense. But I do like the pod salts, I gotta say. You do absorb the Nick faster, Kimberly, but like I was just saying, the faster you absorb the nicotine, the faster it's going to leave your system, and you're going to need that Nick salt even more, and that's going to leave you wanting a higher Nick strength. So to each their own. Just be careful. Got to have a balance. If I've only got Nick salts, I'll have something with 0 milligram Nick juice in it, and I'll be vaping on that like I do. Because I'm a heavy chain vapor, you know that.
Yeah, yeah. But you certainly can't chain. You certainly can't chain vape high milligram fucking Nick salts. That's for sure.
Right. TC wants to know, what is people's thoughts on the overcharging of e-liquid?
Hold on a minute. You should read the one that TC put in earlier on.
Welshman, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Well, with a Welshman,
I'm going to say take it because big love, Mo.
big love Mo. But with Mo comes the sheep, so I have to leave it. Oh, man. Yeah, so... Oh, that's a hands down there, Jules. RDAs, take them or leave them. Take them.
Oh, no, go back to TC's.
Yep.
People's thoughts on overcharging of e-liquid.
Yep. Thoughts? Mine is it shouldn't be happening. I mean, you have to...
That's why we do a lot of DIY, to be honest.
Yeah. Prices are so steep.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, you get the so-called premium juices, and you try them, and you think, "Oh, that's actually quite good." But see, after a while, I think the flavours has a tendency to drop off. But when you're doing your own DIY, you can adjust your flavours trends to suit yourself. Even if you've got a basic recipe with basic percentages, just for saying sake, you're adding vanilla bean custard concentrate, and the recipe that you've got says you only add 5%, add 6%, add 7%. There's nothing to say you can't do that.
Right.
So you're actually tailoring that juice to your own taste, rather than being stuck with a shop bought one.
Right. Right.
But for being kind of overpriced, yeah, some shops do overcharge. That is a given.
Yeah, and here in the U.S., it's a little different, but it's on the same line. As you guys all know, we've talked about this many times before, but with advocacy here in the United States, we've got a lot of tax hikes being implemented in vape shops on e-liquids. And where was it? Utah? I think they passed it, but it was an 86% sales tax increase on vape products and e-liquids most specifically. So you're paying almost double the actual price of the juice in taxes. So it's going to get expensive here as well. And we've discussed before, I think that DIY is going to be the future of the U.S. as well. And hello to Stuart and Tolmac. How are you guys? Village Vapor. What's going on, John? I did not say hello to Kimberly Alderman or Mike's Max. Hello to both of you as well.
Yeah. Hello.
Our TAs, take them or leave them?
Take them.
Take them.
Why?
I'm starting to get into them.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into them. So I'd have to say take them.
There's times, especially this time, I find at work, especially for myself, having to carry about a juice bottle and my mod, and then having every so many minutes, drip.
It's inconvenient. It takes you away from work.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain. Well, sometimes that can be a good thing, but there's other times that can be a bit of a pain in the backside. So you've got a tank, fill it up in the morning. You're basically good to go, and it'll last you all day. The other thing is, at least with a tank,
chicken salt.
just fucking Mo's question.
Yep.
At least with a tank, you can drive.
Yep.
And you can still vape. With a dripper, you can't, unless you've got one of those easy dripper things you can stick onto the windscreen of your car.
Yeah, I have one of those.
It's still a distraction. So no, I'm a tank wanker.
Yeah, I have one of those mounts for my Easy Dripper bottle. The problem is here in the U.S., we sell them here in the U.S., except the one fact, and this is a federal law, if you put that on your window, it's legally a what's called an obstruction of view.
Yep.
And you can't have that. Can't have it. They'll pull you over and probably give you a ticket for it. So that's that. I do want to go back to Jules' original one, the RDAs, take it or leave it. I'm a straight up take it on that one.
Take it. I don't think you can beat an RDA for flavour.
Yeah. Coil building, take it or leave it, says Vaping Irish. Me personally, I'm going to say take it all day long. It saves you money in the long run, to be honest with you, from buying pre-made coils or buying handmade coils from someone else. It's going to be cheaper to make your own. And so for that one, I have to say take it. And it's a hobby for me, so...
Yeah, well, I'll sit on the fence on that one because I've never actually made a coil, as you know. But one of these days, I will attempt to make one, and then smash the room to pieces when it all goes wrong.
The other thing about it is that once you actually get a coil built, it gives you a sense of satisfaction, self-gratification, kind of seeing something that you made and that you can use for your vapor products. And that was me every time I learned a new build. Once I learned how to Clapton properly, I was excited. Once I learned how to fuse Clapton, I was excited. And then when I learned how to Alien, I damn near jumped through the roof. I was so happy that day. But it definitely gives you a sense of satisfaction and what's the word I'm looking for? That you've done something, so... Oh, Alan says he just made some Staggertons this morning. High-end mods, take it or leave it. Depends on how deep my wallet is in this situation. Do I have an endless amount of money to work with here? Because if we're doing that, then yes, I'll take them. But otherwise, I don't think that they have any real reason to jack the price up as high as they do on these high-end mods.
Unless they're made by a naked 16-year-old Filipino virgin or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
And I have to watch them be made too.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, are you paying extortionate amounts for a high-end mod or a high-end drip or anything like that? Are you going to use it, or is it going to remain in a box? Is it going to sit on a shelf? Don't get me wrong. I've got a few high-end mods sitting up there. I use them. Seriously? Not often, but I use them. But at the end of the day, I can still use something like this. It still does the same job. I can take that out. I could drop it. It could get broken. Am I going to cry over it? No. If you take something out that's worth about £300, £400 and you drop it, you end up with a scratch on it, I guarantee you ain't going to be happy.
Here, example. I've got the Duster. It's only $100 here in the US. It's a little bit less over there in the UK. But it performs equally as well, if not better, than, say, a Purge mod. And so is the audio a little strange, Stewie? Stewie. I said Stewie because I saw Stuart, and just above it, Vaping Irish said Stevie, so I saw Stewie. Stevie, on the smashing front, I tried main aliens again today, and well, some wire spools almost went out the window. Lol.
It's honestly God, that would be me. I would get halfway through it. I would end up making a rip roaring backside of it, and it would be the angry man would come out, and it'd be just all rolled up.
Yeah, and that's when you start to feel yourself get that way, that's when taking a break and stepping away for a little bit can be the best thing that you do. Because I've done that. I've had to step away before, and when I come back, I'm able to nail it. And sometimes that break is what you need.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do that kind of thing at work. If I start to get frustrated and something's not going right at work, I'll take a break. I'll walk outside, have a vape for a few minutes, come back in, and that thing I was struggling with for the previous half hour will just fall straight into place.
We've got two questions. First of all, vaping with Mobro, your impressions, I will take them all day long.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then the second question is, clones, take them or leave them? You really want my honest opinion?
Go.
I'll take them. I'll take them. It has to be... I inspect all of my devices before I use them anyways. So it has to be from a reputable place that I've gotten clones from before that are of very good quality. But I believe, my firm belief is that you vape on what you can afford. Say you like the look of a mod and you really, really want that mod. If you can't afford it, a well-made clone is a good option. No, it is not my mech friend who checks them for me there, TC. Thank you very much, though. See, like, I don't want to do this on my channel again. That, not authentic. I won't say the other words, but I will say it's not authentic. And I paid a small fraction of the price of an authentic of that mod. And exactly, SXK makes clones that have been better quality than the original, and sometimes you'll find that because clones give the manufacturer time to fix what little problems may have been there in the authentics. So sometimes you'll find clones of a device that perform better than the originals.
No, I will agree with you there. I like my clones as well, I must admit. Sorry, my lookalikes. But the only thing I disagree with is a direct one-to-one copy.
Yep.
They don't need to do that. Leave out the original trademark logos. Leave all that shit out. Just have the basic tube, that the tube looks exactly the same, but without the logos.
Personally, I say vape what you can afford, but at the end of the day, I want to vape what I can afford, but I would love to support the company and buy an authentic. I have authentics. I would love to support the company. Just sometimes.
You're like myself, Chris. There's no way in this earth, and I'll probably speak for a few of the guys and girls that's in chat as well. There's no way that we can go and drop £300 to £400 or $4,500, whatever it is, on one device.
Yep.
Certainly can't do it.
No.
I personally can't do it.
It's like this. I got this in trade. And this is not a cheap mod if you were to go out and buy one. They're about $200 to $250 a piece. And I don't take it outside with me ever. It sits on a shelf. If I'm sitting here at the desk, I'll vape on it. Otherwise, it's going to sit on the shelf and it's not going to do a damn thing. Because it's, I don't know. If you're going to pay that much money for a mod, I would be using it as a collector's piece.
Yeah, I mean, when we were at Expo there a few weeks back, I mean, I was walking around and it was I did get a severe case of shiny-itis, and I was saying, right, we went down with, a few £100s in my pocket, and I thought, right, I'm not particularly going to buy anything. I was wanting to have a look at the Keen, but at that time I wasn't going to buy it until I spoke to Stan. And let's put it this way, I got a great deal on it, so that's why I got the Keen and the Ardent RDA.
You see that at expos, don't you? You see that getting product at a much lower price than.
Yeah, but this time at Expo, no, they were putting the prices up actually.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, some of the vendors, the prices were actually going up. But. No, I mean, as I say, get back to what I was saying there, I was walking around going, oh, I like that, I like this, I like that, I like the next thing. And I was saying to myself, for the likes of a Hex Home, I've wanted a Hex Home since last October, when fucking Village said he'd bought one and everybody was going, where did you get it from? And he went, oh, I got the last one, right, you bastard. But anywho, there was one of the vendors were selling Hex Homes, and I thought, you know what, I've always wanted one. I went over, looked at the price, it was £160, £170, and I was so tempted. And I thought, you know what, why am I actually buying this? What am I buying it for? Am I buying it for the simple fact it says Hex Home on it? Or am I buying it for the fact that I'm going to actually use it?
Well, don't forget with the Hex Home, you're also getting a lifetime warranty.
Yeah, I know that, but.
So if it ever breaks, you can get it fixed. I think that's part of the price.
But look at what you can actually get I mean, I could have bought 3 or 4 different devices for that price.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I had to weigh up. And especially with Jules obviously doing the review side of things, I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to drop 170 quid, 160, 170 pound, that 160, 170 pound can actually go to Jules. She can buy stuff in for review. So I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But I found it was pretty difficult actually not to go, ooh,
Yeah.
with the shinitis at
Yep.
Expo. But it kind of went off on a wee bit of a tangent there, folks. Sorry about that. But yeah, as TC says, there's the Kelpie was $34.99 EH Pro.
Wow.
So some of the stands actually were putting their prices up.
Wow. Yeah.
But depending who you spoke to at the time, you kind of were getting a good deal on some things.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way: that I got that for a steal, the whole lot,
That's nice.
thanks to Stan.
And what's that? Is that the Ardent on top?
That's the Ardent, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Love that setup, man.
Yeah.
Jules Mama Vapes asks again, Expos, take them or leave them?
Take them.
All day. I've only been to one convention. That was NVE this year. If I had to do it again, absolutely in a heartbeat, I'd be all over it. So I have to say take it too. It was one of the best events and one of the best experiences I've ever had. So I really loved it.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy going, as I say. I mean, it's nice to go and look at the shinies and things like that, but it's also great for the social side of things. I mean, we can sit in here. I mean, you and I doing this show, and we can sit and we're chatting away. We've also got the hangout group where we can sit and chat. Unfortunately, you're over the other side of the pond, but we've got other people we sit and talk to. I mean, half of these guys that's in chat at the moment, the only time we get to see them is twice a year, and that's at Expo.
Yep.
The social side of things for me is a big thing for regarding the Expos.
That's a big thing. Actually, I'm tempted to try and put some money away and see if I can't go with one of my buddies to the NVE in New York, which isn't too far away. I think it's like a 5-hour drive from here. But they'll be crashing out that way. I was really toying with the idea. I know I can't do it, but I really want to.
Well, why don't you say it for next year then?
Oh, I'm going to. I am already. Here's the thing, though. It's a question at this point as to whether or not we're even going to have an expo next year, an NVE, rather. I do bloody love expos, Jules. I do love expos. She says, squonking, take it or leave it.
Right at this moment in time, for me, leave it. But each to their own. I'm too I'm too heavy-handed when it comes to squonking. I end up just running everywhere, to be perfectly honest.
Jason Lee.
I've got this little thing sitting here, and don't get me wrong, it's not bad. The RDA is a bit shit right enough, and it's the pump system that's on this one. It's not the squeezy silicon bottle. But
yeah.
Even with that, I still over squonk, let's put it that way. And there's nothing worse than juices running out the bloody air holes. It's a pain in the backside.
That's right. That's why I prefer, for a squonking RDA, I prefer something with a much deeper juice well.
Yeah. I mean, the juice well's not that bad, actually. It's just, the thing is, you can overfill it, it's I think it's getting used to the device. You heard it here first, Stevie over squats. Yep. Fuck you, Saint.
Village Vapor, Stabwood mods, take them or leave them. Actually, I didn't give my answer. I will take squonks. I find that I like my drippers, but as you said with the tanks, when it comes to that, there's a little bit of a convenience factor there. So I have to say take it on the squonks. Who was it there? It was... Yep, Village Vapor, Stabwood mods, take them or leave them. I think that Stabwood mods are absolutely gorgeous, and so I have to take them.
I agree 100%. I agree. And each one is unique. That's what I love about Stabwood. You'll never get two that look
Exactly
the
the same. Yeah.
So you
Exactly.
could. I mean, I could be standing behind you. You're buying one Stabwood mod. We're buying both the same color, but you compare the two of them side by side. They're not identical, and that's what I love about Stabwood. Its own uniqueness. Joe
Yes.
Stabwood is so sexy. Yeah,
It really is
I
too.
wouldn't go that far, but
What was this? What are we talking about, Mr.
Where are we?
Mr. Irish and Ptolemaic? What are we talking about here? Oh, we're talking ultrasonic cleaners. Yeah, there's one. Ultrasonic cleaners. Take them or leave them.
Take them.
Take them.
Every minute of the day, but I tell you what, don't put a bloody drip tip into an ultrasonic cleaner.
Don't put your drip tip?
Fuck no. Don't put a resin drip tip into an ultrasonic cleaner.
Why?
Because it goes all shitty.
Oh, it gets all faded? Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I found that out to my peril, put it in, I went, what the oh crap, that's one in the bin. So no, right. I don't put drip tips into the ultrasonic. But yes. For everything else, yeah.
Yep. I use it for my coils. I use it for my RDAs, my RTAs, anything that I can clean. I use it for my tubes. I wash my tubes in an ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah. Kevin's asked the question. I'm still waiting on Jules and Stevie's clearing out sale. Yeah, that might happen soon. Actually, we need to go through. We've got quite a fair bit of stuff here that we don't use anymore. So what we may do is we'll get it all cleaned up, and Jules will maybe stick it up on our page. And this is stuff that's been bought for review, not been given. Anything that Jules gets in for review from companies and things like that will be given away on her page as a giveaway. That will not be sold because we do know that goes on, but we won't get into that. But no, we've got some RDAs and RTAs sitting up here on the shelf that we don't use anymore, so we will get them all cleaned up. I think there's some mods and things like that.
Ooh, I will be waiting to see that then. I'll be waiting for that to go up.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they'll be reasonably priced as well, so it's not. It's older stuff, but it's just to get rid of it because you end up, you know yourself, Chris, when especially now with Jules reviewing, we're buying a load of stuff in, so you end up with about 30, 40 RDAs and tanks that they're on. Jules is using them on the go at any one time, and it gets to a case at a stage where the Atty stands that I've got sitting up here are full, and I can't get any more on them. So something's got to give. So we'll need to, as I say, get them stripped, get them clean, put them back in the box, and then we'll stick them up either on my group page or Josie's group page. And
it's buffering like mad, they say. 1 second. Let me just check the stream here real quick.
Well, we're nearly at the hour anyway, Chris.
Yeah, we are at the hour, aren't we? Refresh, please. Well, it's got my thing up there. Buffering more than a Rangers fans crying they got beat today.
I was only winding you up saying I'm not a football fan.
Oh, I know.
Certainly not a football fan.
And we should be live again. Let's just...
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Chris dropped the stream and then restarted it again.
Yep.
Dodgy internet.
So are we back? Let me refresh here. What is going on? Okay, so guys, if you can hear this, my deepest and sincerest apologies for the interruptions here. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Stevie, is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
Yeah, thanks guys for joining us. And again, this was just a little kind of flash show. I know we haven't been about for a few weeks, obviously with Expo and things like that, and then real life shit going on last week with Chris and stuff. But we'll promise you from now on, what we're going to try and do is we're going to, myself, Chris, and Mike, we're going to have a little meeting during the week, and we will get things ironed out, and we will be back on a permanent basis.